What is yield farming? Are you holding cryptocurrencies and waiting for them to make you rich when their prices rise? Or do you keep on trading cryptocurrencies in the short term? In any case, what if I tell you that you can actually earn crypto from your crypto while still holding them? Just like earning interest on your bank deposits. Sounds good, right? Well, there are quite a few ways in which you can put your crypto to work. By learning a few simple tactics, you can actually maximize your cryptocurrency profits. But let that not misguide you. As with any money-making opportunity, it comes with certain risks. Welcome to Crypto Skills, the channels that make all the complicated crypto topics easy to understand. In this video, I'm going to explain to you what yield farming is, how different yield farming strategies work, and also look into the risks concerning yield farming. Make sure to watch till the end to know how you can earn more crypto from your crypto holdings while being fully aware of the risks. First off, what is yield farming? Yield is a financial term that means returns, which you earn on investing. And perhaps farming is used in the sense of using your crypto to harvest more crypto. Yield farming in crypto terms means that users lend or borrow crypto on a DeFi platform and earn cryptocurrency in return for their services. Yield farming is particularly important as it lets you earn regular income over and above the potential rise in its value. Consider putting your money in fixed deposits with a bank, for example. You earn interest on your money, but the value of your money doesn't increase. Now consider investing your money in gold. You can expect appreciation in value of your gold over time, but it doesn't earn you a regular income of more gold. Cryptocurrency, on the other hand, may appreciate in value in the future as well as earn you more crypto with several methods of yield farming. So how does yield farming work? Yield farming isn't a specific method, but the collection of a bunch of techniques that maximize your returns. We will discuss three of the most important ones. But remember that these three aren't all the techniques. Cryptocurrencies are a developing asset and new and innovative opportunities for earning passive income from crypto are coming up fast, which also gets covered under yield farming. So the first method is providing liquidity. The decentralized exchanges require a liquidity pool. The decentralized exchanges help people exchange one crypto for another. They aren't controlled by any corporation, but by the community using the smart contract. In the absence of a liquidity pool, if I want to sell one Bitcoin for buying 15 Ether, I will have to find exactly the person who is willing to sell 15 Ether for one Bitcoin. Finding an exact match would take time, and there's also a good chance that I might not find someone who can match my requested trade. The liquidity pool solves this issue. It is a fund where people have been already depositing cryptos like Bitcoin, Ether, and more. So the transactions are immediately executed from the pool of cryptos without having to wait for finding a matching transaction. As a yield farming technique, you can act as the liquidity provider by contributing your cryptos to a decentralized exchange. In return, you get a transaction fee, which is charged by the DEX for trades that take place through their exchange. The collected fee is distributed to the liquidity providers as per their contribution. So let me illustrate this. Let's say you have $500 of Ether and $500 of USDT, which you lock in a liquidity pool on Uniswap. Usually the tokens are locked into the pool in pairs, like Ether and USDT. The pool has a total liquidity of $100,000 collected from other people like you. Therefore, you own 1% of the pool with your $1,000 investments. The next day, $1 million is traded back and forth between Ether and USDT on Uniswap. The Uniswap exchange collects a transaction fee of 0.3% during the transactions that were worth $1 million. So this means that the total fee collected between the Ether and USDT trade is $3,000, which is 0.3% of the overall transaction amount. Since you own 1% of the liquidity pool, you receive 1% of the collected transaction fees. So you receive a $30 return per day on your investment of $1,000. Your returns are obtained from the transaction fees that are paid by traders who swapped Ether and USDT tokens. Some popular examples of DEXs where you can become a liquidity provider are Uniswap and PancakeSwap. Okay, so the second yield farm tactic is lending. This method is similar to the traditional lending methods wherein a person lends a certain amount and receives interest on the same from the borrower. You can compare with bank deposits. Usually in the traditional currency, you deposit your money into the bank. in return for interest, and the bank lends it to someone else for higher interest. Since the blockchain eliminates intermediaries, you can directly lend money to those who need it. This is facilitated and secured by smart contracts which ensure that you receive interest on the loans that you give. Decentralized finance projects like Aave and Compound facilitate such lending and borrowing. The third and last tactic that we cover in this video is staking. You can earn cryptocurrencies by staking your cryptocurrencies in the proof of stake mechanism. Now, that may sound technical, but in essence, you lock up your crypto in order to participate in running the blockchain and maintaining its security. In return, you earn cryptocurrencies. This is also a yield farming technique to generate passive income from your holdings. Even if you don't have the resources and infrastructure to participate in the staking directly, you can contribute your crypto holdings to the staking pool. The pool shares the staking rewards in proportion of the contribution to the pool. Another form of staking involves staking liquidity pool tokens. When you lock up your tokens in the liquidity pool tokens are rewarded to you. For example, if you provide liquidity to the Uniswap exchange with Ether and USD tokens, in return, you will receive combined Ether USDT tokens. These Uniswap liquidity pool tokens that you receive can be staked through their platforms, and you can earn interest on those tokens too. This is because you are incentivized by the platform to leave your investments of Ether and USDT tokens in liquidity pools untouched. This allows users to earn yield twice, as they are paid for supplying liquidity in liquidity pool tokens, which they can then stake to earn more yield. All right, now before we discuss the risks, if you found this video insightful, please give it a thumbs up. It makes us feel appreciated for the efforts that we put into the video. So, as with any money-making opportunity, the higher the risks, the higher the rewards. Broadly speaking, the risk related to yield farming can be divided into three categories. First, technology risk. The yield farming techniques are entirely governed by the technologies, and everything is automated. No person or entity is involved to look out for your money. Therefore, the most important risk is the technology risk. The opportunities for liquidity farming presented by DeFi applications, like providing liquidity or lending, are based on smart contracts. There is no central authority to keep a check on these applications. Therefore, the smart contract must be coded correctly. A bug or a loophole in the smart contract is a risk. For laymen like you and me with no programming knowledge, it is impossible to spot such bugs and loopholes. To avoid, or rather minimize this risk, it is important to use only well-known and established DeFi applications. Many new DeFi applications would offer attractive opportunities to entice people to use them, which may very well be legitimate. However, it takes time to confirm that a DeFi app is robust without any bugs and stays that way. The second is crypto risk. The cryptocurrency, itself a volatile asset, could present a risk in its yield farming. Sometimes during yield farming, your tokens are locked up for a long period of time. If a given cryptocurrency becomes extremely volatile, you can do nothing about it if it has been locked. Another risk in yield farming due to the volatility of crypto is impermanent loss in the liquidity pool. If you have locked your tokens in the pool during volatile times, the pool automatically changes the ratio of your tokens to maintain stability. For example, say you have deposited Ether and USDT as the pair tokens in a liquidity pool. If the price of Ether changes relative to USDT, the ratio of your deposited tokens will also change. So without going into the detailed math, this usually results in a loss in the value of your tokens. As a simple rule, the more volatile the assets are in the pool, the more likely it is that you can be exposed to impermanent loss. People still are willing to bear this loss, as the fees that you earn from the liquidity pool may be able to compensate for those losses. So, before you lock up your funds in the liquidity pool, you need to be sure that your rewards cover the impermanent losses by locking up a small amount at first. Third, and finally, you have the people risk. This pertains to the risk from dishonest people. Liquidity pools are basically a collection of funds from different providers that are locked in smart contracts. This makes liquidity pools the target for cyber attack. In case an attack on a liquidity pool is successful, the attackers drain the funds. And since there is no central authority for control and management, the stolen funds are lost forever. Apart from the hackers, even the deceitful developers can find a way to scam investors. One of the common scams in this category is rug pull. Rug pull is a fraud in which a crypto development team introduces a new token, advertises it very big and pumps up its price to encourage you to buy it. It also lures you to lock up this new crypto and pair with the legitimate cryptos like Ether in return for attractive rewards. Once the token's price reaches a high point, the developer would dump their new tokens, withdrawing all the legitimate cryptos like Ether from the liquidity pool and abandoning the project so that you will be left with worthless tokens. In conclusion, despite the risks, yield farming tactics have been successfully earning passive income for cryptocurrency investors. Several projects are coming up with innovative solutions to let you yield farm. The rewards will often be attractive, but it's equally important to research and learn about these opportunities as much as you can to understand the risks involved. What are your thoughts about yield farming? How do you earn passive income from your crypto holdings? I'd love to hear from you in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing so you don't miss our next bite-sized explainer video on crypto. Also, if you are interested in passive income, make sure to check out our video on how much Cardano you need to retire in 10 years. You'll be surprised at the amount you need. I will see you in the next video. Take care.